intervene as needed for my highest good, aka the highest good. This is gifts unlocked for by To the Inner Wild. I keep wanting to say for, but the energy should be felt as by. I don't know. So gifts unlocked by To the Inner Wild, season 2, episode 13. That is the death card. So death becomes just becomes her. Yeah, not just because, but just becomes her. All right, so this is inspired by, you know, like what did I kill off? What saw its finality to push me into this year? And the pre-reading, this fell on my like the nearly the bottom of my chair, one of its wheels. Heartache over what you no longer have. And this is not for me, but this is about me. I did check the energy, and it's people who have lost access to me, basically. Oh, look, when I pulled those my energy cards out, a whole lot of them dropped, and I just noticed after picking them up, and this was on the top, which is dark woman dealings or relationship with a woman with dark complexion or hair. So there's that. Okay, so I'm gonna do the reading in just a second. All right, so on the left side I have Quill, get back to the basics. Okay, and then so that's on the recipient side. I guess this is more about simplifying than anything. Here, let me see if I could put these other ones away. Yeah, I can put the other cards away. It's a private reading, so I'm not showing. Yeah, so this is about simplifying. When on the recipient side. Okay. Yeah, looking more like at the bottom line. Okay, so what fell down here? Inverted man, dealings or relationship with a man. Okay, I'm gonna put this in here because this kind of fell the same place as this. So there is an energy out there that is, you know, has me on their mind. I do not. What? All right. The whatchamacallit, the chats, as you know, are recorded. So, you know, I don't take any of your bullshit in. Let me see here. Light on. Do I want the light on? I think so. So what are all these other settings? Green screen? Oh, I didn't know we could do... Oh my god, I didn't know you could do green screen. Oh, whoops. What the frick? What am I doing here? None. Interesting. Oopsie. Yeah, it's okay to not pass their, you know, their whatchamacallit. Is their test, whatever that is, like I care about what you think. Like anybody who's here cares about what you think. I guess it's one of those pick-me commenters. Gosh, what's going on? Let me go ahead and fix this. I'll put this behind it. I think so. Let me just check here. I will put this behind it. Okay, I think that's much better. Yeah. There's a lot of people here. Yeah, I love this sweater too. Again, dealings with a relationship with a man. Yeah. Somebody is a sore loser over here, and I think it's magnetizing other energies that are other sore losers. Yeah, an older man, accentuated too. Dealings, a relationship with an older man. Yeah, there's two. There's a variety here. That's so crazy. It just came through over like this type of energy. How crazy is that? We're just gonna shove that back in there because we done away with it. That was my booster. So as you know, famous artists, not just famous but very well pronounced successful artists say, like, thank you to my haters, you boosted me. Yeah, flute, disappointment in a friend or or lover. Yeah, that's so true. That's so true. I just cut the deck and it landed on that. That's funny. Anyway, so on the right side, the doing side is hills accentuated. This is obstacles to overcome. Okay. So there's gratitude in them not being mountains, and the awareness that I need not make a mountain over a molehill. A molehill, I guess, is what they're talking about, is like, you know, spies and creeps, you know, creeper type of behaviors. Yeah, like what their issues are with me. So on the doing side, it looks like that's the whole reason why on the receptivity side, just going back to basics, sizing energies up. What I was gonna say before something dropped down was like being almost brutal, straightforward with like profiling, you know. This sweater is making me really hot right now. Let me just put my hair up here. Give me a second. I'll just do it like that. Oh gosh, hold on. I forgot where I put them. That's okay. I'll figure it out. I'm gonna use something else. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna keep this sweater though, because this is like only my second or third time wearing it. Because every time I do wear it, it's like I don't feel like good in it. Like I like the way it looks. You should see it. It's actually way more vibrant in person. But it like I don't know if it's an attraction to, you know, like meh energies. Come on. Oh, here, I'll use a crochet needle for my hair. Ah, it's kind of matchy-matchy. It's doing it. All right, that's fine. It's good. All right, so yeah, there's that energy. Okay, those are the energy cards. What else? Okay. The segue. Peacock in reverse, beware of great pride in reverse. Bow, you are highly thought of in reverse. And then bouquet, extra or inverted, compliments from an admirer. Okay. So these are all external cards. And basically it's just saying like you can't win them all. And I don't think that's the point of it. Yeah, there's just a variety out there, and I'm not really here to police other energies. Again, people are supposed to take accountability for themselves, how they present themselves, and how they represent themselves. And as for me, I'm just reminded to put on my lipstick. Oh, where did it go? There it is. I found it. Oh, there's a lot of stuff here. Oh, thank you. Happy New Year! I don't know if it's... No, I guess I feel energies. This is obviously vintage. It is definitely vintage. And I thought I would kind of change it up a little bit because the last time I wore it, I just didn't like yucky things were happening around me. Not yucky things were happening, just like ill energies around me. I mean, the last time I wore it was around my ex, and it was like it was not. I don't know, but it's one of my more favorite sweaters. But the only thing I don't like about it is that type of energy. I had another sweater that I gave plenty of chances to, and always like terrible things would happen in that sweater. Um, and so maybe I'm just receptive to those energies. So this is its last try out. I tried to like change it up with this type of, pin, and we'll freaking see. But I thought it was time to call its ultimatum. you know. Yeah, I think so. Energy from the past owner. Just as the other one. The other one was vintage too. And the other one I wore over a dozen times. I would always get into fights with my ex in it. Like the kind where, there's so much tension, like I'm sweating, I'm dripping sweat, or like, it's like a boxing match almost. Anyway, I decided to finally let go of that one. I'm not going to give this one so many tries, but the color was burgundy for the other one with navy on the trim. I have an accent. This is I haven't even seen the maker of it. Whatever that thing says. Ugh. Whatever that thing says. I don't know. Thank you. Okay, so time to get header cards. Okay, getting together with friends. This is delightful news. Okay, I'm not gonna read the rest because we're doing header cards now. Actually, we're gonna shift to these for the header cards. Mystical Tarot. Mystical Tarot. All right, what you want to tell me? What you want to tell me, boo? I'll just go like that. All right. One more. Okay. Boop. 3, 2, 1. Cheese. These are the header cards. I was trying not to get this one. I was shuffling it back in there so it wouldn't even be the top of the deck, but obviously it wants me to take it. All right. 6 of swords. It's navigation, but this is like the family being brought to a better destination, otherworldly. You see, more expansiveness. So this is my graviton escort to assist. So basically, that's like Hecate, Anubis, Papa Legba, however you want to call it. That's my assistant. Now here, I'm shocked because I think this is the first card that I've ever seen in Los Scarabeo that it's the same image on both sides. The other ones that I've seen this card plenty of times. The other card, I think has some kind of an intro or invite, but this is a double-sided. It's weird to me, the way it is. Thank you so much. Whoa, okay. All right, so, okay, so that being on the right side, it's like I'm free to walk. I'm free to go. Whether there's an invite or not, it's like I'm okay being an introvert, and I don't get offended. Like, you can be an introvert and be offended at not receiving invites or accolades or whatever it is. But here, this is like, I don't mind not receiving them. I don't mind having to waste my time wondering if I should indulge, or even indulging in those extra whys. Here, this is a presentation of why not. Like, why not just walk out? Why not just like walk out on this? What is it? In a college class, the woman teacher posted on the board, "Woman without her man is nothing." Can you say it in a positive way? I guess woman without her man is just a woe. A woe? I don't know. Maybe that was supposed to be like a clever joke. I have no idea. Oh, woman without her, comma, man is nothing. That is correct. Okay. I didn't know we were going there. I just, but that was correct. Okay, let's move forward. It's a lot I didn't expect to see here. Okay, so this is free to walk. Like, no worries at all. This is a magician in initial stages. Like, I have my equipment, I am ready to leave, I'm ready to go and walk into this new portal. So this is like the drop off. This is the pickup and the drop off. Okay. Uber Eats, because I'm in it. All right. All right. So those are the header cards. And what again was the original? So this is Death Just Becomes Her. And so this is kind of like, you know, if I have to be the Grim Reaper, then so be it. But I'm not going to be so glum about it, whatever I have to do. Okay, so let's see what else they have to say about this. Yeah, I don't know if I should keep this sweater. I really like it because it's not just a print, it's actually a texture. Do you see it? Do you see the texture? This is well made. Like, seriously, is cute. Like, you can't even get the coloring from here. I don't even know why there's such a huge difference in coloring, but like, do you see? Do you see, like, the color is so much better? Anyway. Thank you. All right, so anything else from here? Yes, they said just keep going. All right. Did something fall? No. Normally, okay, so 6 of Pentacles facing the Ace of Wands in reverse. By the way, I decided I'm probably going to take a break from the other camera. It feels so harsh on the eyes. The way it comes off, like, even though things are clearer, I think the coloring is off, number one. And the harshness, maybe I just need to fool around with the settings a bit, but it feels like I'm in the office again. And I remember, like, the last job kind of in office almost traumatized me because we did everything both in person, but also like a teleconference call while I don't know, it was just bad vibes. Like, someone always being scolded, and if not, like the boss always had to stick up their ass, and so like super prideful. This, it was just like, it was not, so it just draws, it just brings back that energy, like it feels like that. So until I do something fun like ASMR, then I'm not bringing back that camera. It's just not doing it for me. Hmm. So that's why. So here, okay, Six of Pentacles is an exchange, but this is also being deemed like, what do you call it? This is like a spiritual law enforcement, which affects everything else. This is cosmic law enforcement. Bibbity bobbity boo. Tina, you shall get your proper exchanges, okay? That is what's happening there in this new year. Yeah, I'm closer to 1K subs. Like, yay! That much closer to making funds. That's what it translates for me, really. Okay, so 9 of Wands facing 5 of Swords in reversal. So this is something that's like kind of effortless. This is foregoing any battles, any additional battles. Like, I'm just showing up, but I'm not here to like cause a ruckus, really, like to like pick on other energies, to pick fights. I'm here after a battle, you know. So that's why I think I'm being granted, because like granted proper reciprocation at bare minimum, because like at bare minimum, that's what's provided, you know. That's what at least will set the base layer moving forward, because you know, if after undergoing a variety of BS, bullying energy, that can change your ways. Not just change your perception of things, but you know, what do they say? What is it? Bullies create other bullies, something like that. Hurt people hurt people. That's basically what that is. And so breaking out of that mold, I'm being granted that, you know, I'm showing up. Yeah. Yeah, I got roughed up, so what? You know? And I'm not here to, it's like live long and prosper type of attitude here. All right. Whoopsie. Okay, I'm gonna get 2 clarifiers for each, just cause. Okay, older woman, extroverted dealings or relationship with an older woman, and then secret admirer in reverse on the vase side. Okay, so this is like going with death becomes her, just becomes her. This is like the everyday life, okay? So I just left this kind of energy, a very bullying energy, somebody who should have understood the role of a divine feminine being in the realm of spirituality and the occult. They should have known better. They were supposed to be a good example, but instead that they became a disappointment to her whole community. To several communities, actually. So that's what I left behind. I put an end to that. Here, 5 of Swords in reverse. This is foregoing opportunities of relationships just because they were available. You know, the secret admirer in reverse is more like this. They're now they're, well, this is secret admirer. This is now that they're visible. They've made themselves out known. People have asked me out, and I am like, I'm not really about that life right now. I was honest with myself. It's just I'm not. Well, I mean, maybe there's a special code to it as well. Like, I guess the way I've been approached, and was part of it. But this is also a reality check. Besides that, I'm just not really in the position of, starting you from square one. This is my life. This is what these are facts about me. And so just like, I'm not really, I deserve better, not just filling a space, not just having a bookmarker, to wait out the next one. I'm not interested in a rebound or even a casual one at that. Yeah. Oh, that's a bummer. Yeah, my phone speaker must be like all functified too, so I had to put earbuds for one of them. I don't know if I want to share my goals here, just because already what I've shared thus far is has been trampled on. So perhaps it's irrelevant to share it. Yeah, because they're my goals. So it's a matter of pacing as well. Yeah, I've already shared that much, like a lot thus far. And relatively speaking, I'm just starting to see growth on the outskirts. And so, like, I don't need to complicate my life any further. Relatively speaking, I saw a spike in growth, like a steady growth over my inputs, then I would be more apt to share. But I think my sub count has risen, like doubled, only in the past month or less. And so after doing this for 5 or 6 years, at a head count of like approximately 300, that's just kind of insane. So I'm not really eager to share my goals here. Oh, thanks. I appreciate. It's a legit question. But as you can see, previous to that, there's someone asking about punani, and in a different way, and obviously they need to seek help as well. All right, so moving forward. Oh, I forgot my tea. It's perfect. It's perfect. All right. So what do I need to know right now for the new year? This new year. My oopsie, wait, what was up there? Okay. This new year. What do I need to know right now? as far as death is concerned. Like, so this is my assassin energy. Okay. Knight of Wands. This is proceed with confidence. I am a legit player on the field. Not many qualify. It is a rarity. Thank you. Yeah, I'm on this threshold of whether or not I should reciprocate and greet people without it being a blanket statement. I have to figure out a way to say, like, you know, Happy New Year and blessings be, you know, also to you and your family, that kind of energy, without spreading it across like a blanket statement. My words and my intention are very powerful. I know this exiting that last job that it was like PTSD on the webcam type of energy, because a lot of crises were averted simply because I agreed, like, yes, I would not want that to happen. You know, anytime that I bid on something that played on my heartstrings or my worry to be a great assistant, and so like I don't want to give out energy that is not due for people who are less than deserving of it. So anyway, I gotta figure out how to do that. I'm from California. All right, so Knight of Wands. Okay, as far as my assassin energy, the Lover's card in reverse. This is this is bad blood energy. Okay. Page of Swords in reverse. Yeah, people who lie in your face, for sure, and think they're being clever about it, which is dumb because even if they had an educated way of their strategy of how to like play in my face, it's the attempt is dumb in itself. Yeah, I think people of the past have come to know that true. Thank you. All right, Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, they're codependent energy. They're just trying to get a rise out of you in order to siphon your energy. That's what I learned. That was my biggest takeaway from that job. It wasn't like being able to keep a roof over my head and certain finances in check, but becoming more well versed in how to protect myself, and seeing the triggers of and yeah, definitely that was very intense. Like that kind of a setting made me feel like I was in a like a housing project of MK Ultra, like absolute like they use all kind of devices and to they employ all kinds of devices and strategies to see like it's kind of like the Hunger Games in essence with energy, and I'm not exaggerating it. This was like for real. There were other things that had happened, a lot of things that happened there. Mhm. um so I don't know what else to say about that, except I won. Like if the big leagues were watching and trying to see who got the most points, from the system, I won. I like everybody else failed miserably when coming up against me, and so that's crazy. That's crazy because those energies got through like training, special ops, like special program training, like while they were like from like a toddler to grown. And so even more so, they tried their hardest, even group level, and trying to mess with me. So but like I didn't receive that training at all, so I put them to ultimate shame. Yeah, definitely. So um I did my part. I did my part. um yeah, that's why I actually get a lot more respect than even at group level that they could ever attain. Even in their heyday, like I have trumped them. I have superseded them by, it's like people are blown away. The superiors are blown away. Okay, let me see what my expanded divine panel of the infinite eight says about that. Okay, 3 of swords in reverse and 10 of wands in reverse. Told you. This is yeah, yeah, definitely conniving energy. Just dirty energy. Like it's not just that people are trained to do these things. The fact is like there's no internal clock, there's no independent thinking. They're just simps for a greater power type of energy. If you really think about it, it's even if they're like hierophant level, even if they're respected in their community, ultimately, if you bring it back down to basics in the bottom line, they are just simps. They're just simps. And I don't use that word unless I really mean it and to its definition to a T. So I don't really use that in the love department. But this applies. So anyway, 3 of swords in reverse. Put them to shame because they could not siphon, like what they wanted from me, they couldn't get because it's no heartbreak, it's no disappointment when people repetitively do that to you. So it's like, could you expect anything better? You know what I mean? So this is dropping the burdens because I know they're not mine. So that's crazy. Let me get some more tea. Definitely. What's the difference between the large and the round cards? They're just different decks. I have like at least 50 different decks, so I could go even with the larger cards, do I? Let's pick from here. So this is more of like the Hierophant old school teachings energy. So since we're talking about that simp energy, let's see what those programs have to say about my inputs. The generators of them, the leaders of, oh gosh, okay, fine. All right, first off, Temperance in reverse, and then 9 of Wands. I showed up, but like inundated. Like I floored them with my intuition. That's crazy. Okay, let me get the others that fell down. They all fell down face down. Okay. Okay, just like that. Okay. Page of Pentacles in reverse, 8 of Wands. This is keeping, my head down, keeping to myself. Like I'm here to invest in myself actively. I'm here paying the bills. Like I'm here to, like at bare minimum to get what's due for me. Like growth and upward movement in a company is secondary, but I know like I'm not going to jump ahead of myself. But like if you're going to give me a means to say like, your bonus, your raise is dependent on your performance, and you know, there's my ambition. So anyway, I communicated that. Three of Pentacles inverted. They can see that not only am um I have a great amount of potential, but inevitably they know that I'm going to get a lot of opportunities, like a lot of opportunities. If it wasn't against the rules, as far as like gameplay, they would be gifting them to me straight up. But I think they were so intrigued by how things like played out that they kind of wanted it to go season after season after season, like see how things they wanted to draw things out and not gift me directly. It would have been yeah, that would have been like a huge game changer. And some people are just curious to see like how far I'll get. Anyway, Chariot and then Nine of Cups in reverse. So they saw that I legit moved on. I was not happy there. There's no reason that I could be happy there. There is absolutely zero reason why I should stay there. In fact, they're surprised that I stayed for as long as I did. Okay. Interesting. So that's like on a conversational level, like if they were talking peer to peer, like amongst themselves, that's what would be said behind closed doors, along with, oops, daisy, what? Okay, these. Seven of Pentacles extroverted, King of Pentacles extroverted, and Temperance in reversal extroverted. Again, Temperance is showing itself to be extroverted. I mean, well, in reversal, but now it's even more pronounced. So oh my goodness. I do kind of do this full time. I try not to do too much because I have other parts of my life, and until I receive funding from it, I'm not going to do like 4 or 5 readings a day. I could, and I could be freaking awesome at it. Yeah, I could be very like formal with its scheduling, but I gotta pace myself. Anyway, what they would also say, let's say if they had to report back to another like a superior that found me favorable or was just curious, they would say like, dude, she is on blast. I am on blast. Like, floor. This is tidal wave type of energy. Things are truly imbalanced because she is fucking skilled at what she does. This is a boss energy extroverted with like a jackpot. This is harvesting energy. Like she is a true boss. Like this is like swept the nation. All anyone who existed within that branch that I was at, they like I dominated all of them. These are all extroverted cards. I dominated all of them, and I am sure to receive, I am certain to receive, inevitably will receive my winnings. Yeah. All right, so okay, say some clues towards that. So that's MK Ultra energy. That's a huge amount of flattery coming from a very hostile, cutthroat, intense environment that has high standards. Like every day, every moment is the Olympics, and who's the best really at this and that, and juicing out material when it comes to being ultimately practical with what you have. This isn't just a survivalist, but someone who found peace in whatever they could. They found pockets of peace, pockets of joy, which really kind of just showed everybody up on that front. Like the MK Ultra was not designed to that's not one of their like advertisements. Like that was not one of their key points. It's not within their mission statement. I'm pretty sure. So let me see here. What else would they say? I'm just curious. I'm curious. Because that's like, that is kind of like assassin energy. Experimental, like assassin energy. Oh, good night. Fan, romance celebration party, and horseshoe, good luck. Oh my gosh. For real. For real. That's crazy. So that's what they would say to me. And is there actually, I don't know if I would call them friend energy, because like I don't really know them. I have not conversed with them. That's sweet. Thank you. Get your beauty rest, your beauty rest, yeah. Your energizer up, rest for sure. Very much appreciate that though. Yeah, romance celebration party, good luck. This is, I'm blessed with the unexpected, like most unexpected surprises. So hold on. It's true. This is true. That's so weird. That's so weird. And it's not even a mask. I checked the energy and that's how they, this is like their DM to me. That's so weird. Okay, what else would they say? Broken wishbone. Wish will not be granted. There I was thinking about someone that was in my neighborhood. I told you Thanksgiving Day. And they were MK Ultra energy, but they were like despising me. They did not like me at all, to the point of draining my car battery and trying to intimidate me with like my kid there. You know what I mean? So this is part of the MK Ultra that is more like that's jealous. This is jealous. We're like, I will not wish you well. No, you are not going to get your wishes granted. This is this energy has no power when it comes to these higher leagues. Like when you throw this into that, this isn't even a wrench that can mess with the gears. This would, you see, bone crushing energy. They would get crushed. What is it? Like crumpled into little pieces. They would be yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna put them upside down. Okay, and then throw them in here. What does my exchange rate give me? Rainbow. The most difficult part of a situation is over. Accentuated. Look, I throw those energies away, and that's what I get. Something more promising. This is temperance when it comes to what is it? The shaman tarot? No, not the shaman tarot. Is it here? Anyway, it's Afro-Brazilian tarot. It's temperance. Or even the Page of Cups. It's both accentuated here. So this is ancestral waking the dead. Okay, so that's wonderful. All right, so okay, can I ask some more? What the MK Ultra wants to say to me specifically, that they're okay with like it being publicly known. From here or from here? So I can pick from here and then clarify from the Revelations Tarot, okay? 2. Okay, we'll do header. Okay, boop. 3, 2, 1, cheese. What do they say? Dog. Protection from a powerful friend. That's crazy box in reverse. You will receive a gift in reversal. Oh, okay. So This could mean several things because it's on my doing side. Maybe like I am a gift in itself. Like I am a gift to the world. I know it's a cliche, but they're saying like coming from them, um, nothing is really a cliche. But a dog, protection from a powerful friend, and it's them. So also the implication is that uh you'll receive a gift. Like this is a gift in itself, having protection from this type of energy. Um from them specifically. Yeah, because it's like when you disagree with the big boss, um, you're not like you're against them. You're either with them or against them. So if there is someone trying to oppose me, like defiantly, um, they're really opposing. They're in a disagreement with the higher energies, and that's something that you can see like candidly. Yeah. So they don't have to like converse within the dynamics. They don't have to have like the 20 questions. Some are not even provided that. It's like you already shown yourself, you know what I mean? Like there's so much intrigue and built within the higher ups that like it's not just intrigue, but also people will do anything to get the accolades, the acknowledgement, even not even accolades, like the acknowledgement, the attention from the higher ups. And so you know, they can see within reading between the lines that that is truly an opponent energy. Like they're yeah, so there's that. I don't need to read into the psychology of it, but there's that. Thank you. My heart chakra on blast. mm, you have to look up MK Ultra for that stuff. Thank you very much. Okay, so those, so they said to clarify from these cards. Okay, what would they want to tell me? I'm curious. Okay, on the lap, like this. Like this, okay. Six of Cups, Ten of Swords in reverse, and the World card in reverse. This is a lifetime guarantee. Okay, hold on. Let me back it up for a second. My expanded divine panel of the infinite eight. Is this true to form? Is this a truth from them? This is kind of like the Morrigan type of energy. Because it's dominantly, yes, this is like a lifetime guarantee that I will have their backing, like assassin level type of backing. This is friend energy, like soul connection, irrefutable, you are blood, you're good blood, that kind of energy. We are good blood, you know, as partners. But this is this is not always true. Okay, they can't always come up to bat for me. There's something spiritually or cosmically inclined that doesn't allow for them to always be positioned in like the executor type of energy. Like they have their own initiatives that are built into the cosmic arena. I'm not here to like dissect what that all means, but I do know that there's a purpose for everything, especially if I came out alive and I was supposed to not come out alive. I mean, there were several attempts, let me tell you. So, this is saying like basically they don't always have to come up to bat for me, that they can see that I can do it for myself. But this is the spirit of, you know, like we've got your back like forever, 24/7, endless cycle, lifetime guarantee type of energy. So these two were a firm yes. This was initial yes, but ending in ultimately no. So I can't take offense to that. I'm not supposed to anyway. There's an extreme favor in like receiving any of these cards, honestly. But this is like we're down for you, that kind of energy. And that's like lifetime guarantee type of energy. So this is the card where I don't really need to be concerned about, because I mean I could get a clarifier for that. Let me just get a clue in. I said here. Okay. Mountain extroverted, major challenge to overcome. Yeah, so they have their own challenges, as do I mean that's something we have in common, and they know that they can't interfere with certain like we can't interfere in each other's realms when it comes to those agents of change that express a certain level of growth. Like this is meant to bestow a growth spurt. So they can't always be like little brother, little sister, child type of energy. Like they can't always like cocoon me and they don't want it's interfering would be like almost like becoming overprotective, because they can cocoon me, they can be there for me, that kind of energy, but like offer that kind of support. But some things in life and other people's growth patterns were not to intervene, and so that's why that. This is already embodying Phoenix energy, so it's like they're not leaving, what do you call it, a lamb to the wolves or something like that. I think that's how they say it. Yeah. I'm not worried about the amount of viewers. I think it shifts every now and then. So, yeah. I think there's a funky way in which the numbers are represented. I kind of let that go, especially shifting between cameras and shifting. I don't know. I just, I like what I do, so I want to see what comes next. Okay. So, death just becomes her. What do you want to tell me? My expanded divine panel of the infinite 8. Yeah, so the Morrigan doesn't get involved in every single battle, you know? Okay. 7 of Wands and Queen of Wands in reversal. Yeah. So, there are, like, I do have the upper hand, and this is external, meaning that there are other skanky energies out there, hoes, that think they can use their prowess and their ways to, like, try to combat me. Like, certain ploys that, like, they have energies that back them, because in some way they've, like, I don't know, maybe she's done like BJs or HJs or whatever it is she's done with those energies. She's gotten her way before, but they're like slumped over. They're not poised. They're not even within prime body awareness. Like they're half-ass lookout crew for her, you know what I mean? But she thinks because she has a head count that she can try to kind of mess with the true Queen of Wands, you see. Yeah, these are like cyborg type of energy, like clones, like the Clone War type of energy. So she has a cookie cutter way in how she her methods are very cookie cutter in trying to gain a certain head count. But I've already gained leverage. And so, I don't know. That seems so boring. So old. So I don't think I really need to put her in place, but let me see what my expanded divine panel of the infinite eight say about putting her in her place. Because like I'm supposed to be put on like bigger missions, better missions, not dealing with hoe energy, you know? Like pissing contest energies. Six of Pentacles in reverse. Thanks. So here, Six of Pentacles in reversal. I just go into receive mode. You know, there's a filter to what I receive. Like, I don't accept everything. If my head count it becomes lower because I'm more selective in who qualifies to be here, then so be it. Like, it's not really a loss when you don't have to do extra work and having to kick out people who don't belong here. Like, if you set a strong precedence, or strong prerequisites, then you don't have to do double work. Yeah, and having to say goodbye, having to let go of energies. So that's how to put them in place. Like, first of all, they don't qualify. That's it. It ends right there. So it's not me really that puts them out. It's more of the concepts that I employ. Page of Cups. Yeah, this is bringing in the vibe of love. You know, that's what it's about. Simply put, that's what it's about. All right, so I think that's it for now. Anything else that I need to... No, on all four decks. Okay. So, we'll do takeaways now. Yeah? All right, so this is the first one. Okay, two. This is the second one. Okay, three. This is the third one. And four. All right, so top, bottom takeaways time, 62:25 on the clock. Turn to 26. Bottom of the deck for this is Eight of Swords. Stay put. Right over here. I mean, this is kind of feeling like stuck in a situation, but things are due for a turnaround. The blindfold is on. This is bound, but it could also mean like hold still, stay put, bound for better things, bound for greater heights. Top of the deck, no secret to this sauce. The Magician card, yeah, it's like Houdini, like abracadabra type of energy. You're out, okay. Bottom of the deck, Ten of Swords. This is Phoenix energy. Not only can you get out, this is skyrocketing past those binds. Like, it incinerated those binds. Top of the deck, no secret to the sauce. King of Pentacles in reverse. Manipulative boss. No, not the manipulative boss. This is being budgeting one's resources, basically. Enforcing a budget. This is not to say that this King of Pentacles is not doing well for themselves, is not industrious nor wealthy at that. This is saying, even if you are making a shit ton, an elephant shit ton of money, create a budget, set standards and expectations for that wealth, set limits, even if like that wealth is limitless, because it's not just like discipline for self, it's more so getting into the habit of setting the standard for, you know, how people are going to treat you. Yeah. Yeah. We're like, oh, that person's super generous. Let's see what we can get out of that, you know? So bottom of the deck for this is 10 card. Celebration, fun, and enjoyment, extroverted. Top of the deck. No secret to this sauce. Bell in reverse. Announcement to follow. Or maybe there won't be an announcement. Maybe it's just going to be like a private message, like a DM. Who knows? Who knows? For whom the bell tolls. That might be some energy too. Private gathering. A private burial even. You know, for whom the bell tolls. Anyway, bottom of the deck. The Emperor in reverse. Internal. External. Energy. External. Ill-intended. Well-intended. Objective. Okay. So this is an ill-intended energy, like a tyrant, a tsar. It's an ill-intended emperor. Okay. They are also being objective on top of that. Detached. Objective. Okay. I asked if it was MK Ultra energy, and they said no. That's verifying again. You know, I think there are some energies that are very resistant to, like, there's a certain level of stubbornness, extreme stubbornness. And just because they have an extreme level of stubbornness, like a maximalist on traditionalism, doesn't mean that they're automatically your opponent. So, yeah. So this energy is objective to me, at least, because I don't know, but they're ill-intended. So sometimes certain energies, they have like this destroyer type of energy, rather than just a disruptor. And so I would say the wisest ones have like the Robin Hood type of energy, where they're allocating or budgeting where that should go, where that truly belongs, to create balance in this realm. Because if there is no balance, they know inevitably by experience that they will get overthrown to create balance. Do you see what I'm saying? So they like the security of power that they have. And so this is doing the Robin Hood energy. Yes, and where to allocate that, you know? Weird. Okay. I can at least speak for myself on that. Top of the deck, no secret to the sauce. Yeah, everything is seen. There's a sun card in reverse. All right, so 2 takeaways. Thanks. 2 takeaways for my super duper refined divine collective. Okay, we'll do 1, 2. No, we're used to doing 2. So first one. Page of Cups in reverse. Self-love, self-care. That arena. That's what you're doing. Okay. Or that's the prompt. Clarified by. It's giving your yourself you know, accolades, you know, personal affirmations, that kind of thing. Page of Swords. Yep, you're learning. Interesting. Okay. Learning how to take care of yourself better, for sure. Like the inner child is employed in this. Extroverted coins. Money will be coming to you. Interesting. Oh, you know what? Maybe you've lived a very serious life and now it's time, like now you feel like you're able to have the permission to indulge in your inner child, like self-care, you know? Even if it's as silly as like playing with dolls or whatever. I don't know, I don't know. But because there's some kind of reassurance that money will be coming soon to you or coming to you. Yeah. How interesting. All right. Clarified by strength. Yeah. Who are you? This is weird. I've never received a reading like this. Self-care. You're learning different ways. I think this is like, again, my celebrity famous crew type of energy. Yeah, when you're in a certain mode of like how things are done, and the people that are around you telling you how things are done because that's how things are done for them, that's how they become successful, it can become like almost like brainwashing, but also boring. It can become very boring to live under those conditions, and although it may work, it like doesn't work for your inner spirit. And so this is knowing that things can be done a different way and still you can collect your coin. Like this is way better. Okay, your second takeaway is the Empress card. Yeah, divine feminine. So very receptive, intuitive, you know how to process. Even if you're male, this is the expression of like the graduation of all queens in all suits. So this is Hecate would agree to your methods. Um, yeah, definitely. Yeah. Okay. Clarified by. These are also highly expressive, highly creative, highly fertile type of energies. Knight of Wands, confident in your output, confident in your delivery. Yeah, these are celebrity energies. Like, it's not straight out saying it because I think you're tired of people saying stuff like that, referring to you as like positioned to be dropping names. You know, it just gets old. Yeah, like a stale joke, kind of. Desk. Pay attention to your work. Okay, I think you are. Um, okay. Clarified by. Ace of Cups. An outpour of creativity. Winning. Still winning. Yeah, so maybe pay attention to your work is more of like, don't get carried away in vacation mode. Like, just because you're using other methods and your inner child is co-piloting this one, to still debrief and still business as usual, but it's just a different way and it's conducted. So your checkpoints are still valid. Do not alter them. Yeah, that's what they're saying there. Yeah. Okay. All right. One, two takeaways for my partners in peace and quiet. Oh, my dear. Thanks for subscribing as well. Ten of Cups. Super duper happiness. Uber happiness. What's going on with you? Congratulations for that achievement. The Devil card. Oh, highly attractive energy. I don't what is that all about? That's crazy. Staff, you will be taken care of in difficult times. Oh. Oh, this is my partners in peace and quiet telling me whether they work the left-hand path, the middle path, or the right-hand path, they know all methods, and to rest assured that I will be taken care of. Especially when most needed. And it's not like to put duct tape or a band-aid on it. This is 10 of Cups energy. This is strange. I don't even know what to say about that. Clarified by Page of Cups in reverse. These are secret admirers type of energy. Oh, this is like a secret love letter type of energy. This is I don't do this for everybody else, but this is because they love you. What? Clarified by, I mean, mind you, Spirit says if there's nobody yet that can fulfill these shoes, no one identified yet, no one in place for that. I assume responsibility for that. I assume the gifts for that. I am to include myself in that, whether or not there is someone filling these shoes. So so this is ensuring that I'm taking care of myself, self-care, you know, through the simplicity of that. And it brings a shit ton of blessings, basically. All right. Yeah, the Devil card, I think, is Capricorn. Yeah, you're right. Very diligent about that. Pursuits. Okay, my second takeaway. Oh, no. This, okay. Our takeaway, my partners in peace and quiet. Extroverted. Queen of Swords, extroverted in reversal. It's discretion, okay? Extreme discretion. Like, there's no NDA that exists for this because there's that much discretion. Yeah, that's true. Seven of Wands. This is highly advantageous. This type of positioning. Throne in reverse. Position of authority in reversal. It might have to do with overthrowing someone in a high position, or it might mean upcoming position of authority, not just advantageous, but where are we placing you because you're in like a superior standing. Okay. Clarified by Ten of Pentacles. That's a whole lot of wealth, let me tell you. That's a whole lot of pay. That's yeah, that's legacy type of, yeah. What? All right, 3 takeaways for me, just me and only me. So help me God. The Sun card, happiness. This is the only thing I would say that trumps the Ten of Cups card. This is a major arcana. It is the Ten of Cups on blast. This is like, you don't even need to bring a cup. You are going to be so fulfilled. This is seeing the white light of spirit. This is like, you know, you transit over to the next life, and all you see is like light, and you feel the warmth, and you know, it's a total vibe, like on steroids. That is the Sun card. Clarified by the Lovers card in reverse. It's supposed to be in reverse. What is that? I think even what it's upcoming energy. Upcoming energy that favorable. Oh, it's like, you know, bloom where you were planted. Well, first there's seedlings, right? And then it raises. Okay, so this is underground, but then it raises, you know, it's growing, it's growing, it's growing. That kind of energy. So it's not quite really underground, and it's not like upcoming or current bad blood. This is energies that are buried. That's why the Sun card is out. You know, they're trying to reach the sun. Okay, weird. Okay, clarified by Elephant inverted. A long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. Oh, this is, you know, the Lover's card is also upright in it's self-actualization. So I am also growing. I've grown a lot in the past few years, so I can't blame anyone for not being there for me. Well, how do I say it? I can't blame the low head count on my first and second year of starting this, even for as much as I showed up. I was going through some things that were difficult for me to process. And so that showed in my communication as well as collectively how I presented myself, how I interpreted life, and how I communicated at first glance. So I can't be upset definitely about the low head count. I can be upset, or how do I say it? There is a legitimacy in being well, at least noticing who was not there for me when I needed them to be there and support me, even with the head count. Like, it's not asking for a lot, and you don't even have to reveal your identity in order to subscribe or follow me. But the fact is that there are so many that did not show up for me. That is something that I truly noticed. So here, knowing the contrast between the first couple of years to like the 5th or 6th year now, there has to be a lot more growth to come through. Yeah. So that's wonderful. That head count, yeah. That head count is something else for sure, huh? I'm assuming that everyone here, does it follow the same measure of requiring anyone who comments to be subscribed for at least 20 minutes? Does it have the same setting as if I went on my webcam? I don't know. We'll see. But if you subscribe, then thank you. That's farther than a lot of people have gone with me. For me anyway. So that's the clarifier to that. Okay, and then one more clarifier. Knight of Wands in reverse. Player type of energy? No. It's supposed to be like that. So this is Oh, okay. So there's more work that I can do in the confidence department. Maybe if I read between the lines and looked at this card as more of like building confidence in oneself, um that like being my own wingman, there would be much more to focus on in moving forward, rather than talking about like the coloring of this, like to go to the extremes of I don't know, talking about texture is all good and fine, but having to prove it to you and this and that, you know, fussing with this and that. There are some things, like some little mannerisms, some points of detection that could validate, you know, I could spiffy up my confidence, because there are bigger things to look at, more important, I would say, more substantial. You know, when you exceed like bringing the vibe, you don't have to question the irritation of this and that on anything. So I think they got something there. Okay, my second takeaway. The High Priestess. This is definitely knowing that. um, the High Priestess. So this is you know, High Priestess can acknowledge certain areas of growth to look upon. I mean, yeah, definitely. I think that's what makes the High Priestess better, for sure. Um, okay, clarified by. The High Priestess in reverse. Oh my gosh. There's kind of like tit for tat type of energy, especially when there's like her chi-chis are partially showing, but they're like covered by sun and moon pasties. I don't know, dude. Um, but that's more of like old energy. This is the High Priestess. You know, I can indulge in being the High Priestess. I've never received it back to back like this, nor like in opposing. Like this is the dichotomy of a High Priestess. Like I can move about in several directions. This is basically the dragonfly of the High Priestess. This is navigating through different dimensions in different ways. Tent, temporary situation, extroverted. What does that mean? So maybe that has to do with the tit for tat type of. No, no. They're saying because I have the High Priestesses interpreted in this demeanor, like the dominant energy, there's better things awaiting for me. There's better things in store for me. And it's not like market to market tent, like pop-up version style, which is, I'm not talking smack about those energies. I'm saying that simply just doesn't do it for me. It's like that's not for me. So this is a temporary situation, and they're clearly emphasizing that. Because I was thinking like, oh, I got a reminder that something, like a notice on my email saying that one of the New Year's pop-ups or show-ups was delayed or rescheduled, and it was like a $70-something booth fee at the lowest cost. And I'm like, I checked the records, and one of the last ones that I did was like an occult one, a witchery one that I thought I was going to do well at. But you know, I don't control all energies. Sometimes you need to keep shit to yourself before, like, even if you keep shit to yourself, there's yappers in the background. And so I didn't do well at that. That was like $160, and I think I made less than $30, or maybe $40 at most. And I didn't even, like, that was, I think I paid for parking too, and I was trying to starve myself so that I wouldn't have to pay for food. Like, seriously, that was, that was like such a huge disappointment. Like when you're trying to budget and you finally find money, like have money to budget to certain things, and you can't even, like, you don't even nowhere near break even. It's like I could have used that money for something else. Like that could have gone to a utility bill, but I was really thinking that um you know, maybe I would make $100 out of that. Like seriously, my life has been so there's been a lot of like heavy duty witchcraft type of energies in the past year, um especially. And so, I mean, more than a year. So 2026 is a new year for me, and it's ousting that energy, and I don't have to, go through that again. um mhm. Yeah, I was thinking like, oh, should I sell off, certain things that, parts like of my displays and this and that, since or should I just keep them? Maybe I'm going to do it again. I have no idea. And so they're saying that there's something better in store for me, and it's fully emphasized. So I'm curious what the emphasizer is just to that. Okay, extroverted, 3 of Cups. Universal extroverted. Upcoming celebrations. I got one more. 2 of Pentacles. Things are truly imbalanced. Thanks. Yeah, things are truly balanced. But yeah, that was heartbreaking, and it was like I made certain things for the last couple of events, like even at another one, like I made things that were more geared towards that public arena rather than what I truly absolutely more enjoyed doing, because people can't afford certain things, and from what I've observed, people can't afford certain things, and so I kind of catered my offerings toward that without cutting myself short. And still, I don't know how people are doing it. I really don't know, unless I don't know in that arena. Maybe there's a different political system there, of like inside groups, which I also noticed. Mhm. Like different associations, like they only give you business if you are part of like a secret like grouping. I did notice that as well. hmm On a few of the things, like a few of the um show ups. So anyway, that's my first takeaway, or my second takeaway. All right. I don't know, like what do they want me to do? Like I've been hanging around for quite a bit now, so I just don't understand, like it doesn't it makes me question, like, is there a bigger agenda to wait me out to complete like nothingness? I mean, I have to wonder. So I'm just gonna get a disruptor and an interrupter here to figure out what the clues are into this. Parrot. Inverted. Okay. Someone will gossip about all your secrets. Inverted. Okay, that's a disruptor. Dog far away. Distant friend is thinking of you. So yeah, so things are kind of like balanced. Like there's some shit talkers and there's some, you know, people thinking well of me. So I can't give one more credit than the other because things look like they're in balance, but then that also means that things are in limbo. That means that I am still waiting around for the next move. And I don't know what that move is. Like, I'm not going to spend another whatever it is, triple figure or even double figure to be asked out again. Like, so I am just waiting for I'm getting a little frustrated here. So, okay, let me get an answer. What is the next move for me? Like, what is the advice for me? Because seriously, this whole waiting game is not cutting it for me. Landed on a bunch of chords. 5 of Pentacles in reverse. There is no lacking. Whatever is going to be received on the... Eight of Swords in reverse. Something is going to be... whatever it is, I'm going to be freed up. Three of Cups in reverse. It is upcoming victory again, like upcoming celebrations. It is highly celebratory. Two of Pentacles. Again, things are in balance. They're just saying trust. Just trust us this time, Tina. We got rid of, like, we did so much housekeeping, trashing, you know, energies that did not belong. Just trust. Just trust us on this one. Okay. So that was my second takeaway, yeah? Confirming, yeah, okay. All right, my third takeaway. Five of Swords. This is basically before, like, things are enacted. This is, above all, in your, mother effing face. What is it? What song is that? I don't know. Anyway, in your face energy. You tried to opt me into a war. You tried to volunteer me in. I still won. I came out winning. So let's set the record straight. That's what they're saying. That I deserve the accolades of that. Like someone trying to do me dirty. Extroverted. Three of Cups extroverted. Yeah. So this is a victory that I received, like celebration for right now. Is in defeating my enemies. Not because I confine them to that territory, but they confine themselves into acting like that, you know? So this is the part where I celebrate, like, yes, ding dong, the witch is dead. Spear, inverted. Heartbreak over what you no longer have. But if it's inverted, it's also muted for this one. We've received that one before. I'm going to get 3 for the 3 Sisters of Fate on the 3 of Cups, okay? Wishbone, extrovert, broken wishbone. Wish will not be granted, extroverted. I don't know what that's all about. Let's find out. Oh, you know what? It's in loving memory of, like, the grinding machine. Like, you can't throw a wrench. That is the haters, like the ultimate haters, MK Ultra haters. That's what that is. Okay. Eagle, extroverted, triumph over troubles and obstacles. Yeah, for sure. All right, so that is definitely signifying that energy, that I've overcome that. And as everyone should, we should celebrate or the feels, or like get into the feels of every part of our life. Whatever there is to celebrate it. Like, so this is not something they're saying clearly. This is a takeaway because it's something that I should not bypass, and not to like what do you call it, treat it with like underdog energy, and saying like what is it, underestimating its value by not celebrating it. Like, that's what I kind of feel like I've done with New Year's Day and New Year's Eve. I just assumed that it's not something to be like made big of. I don't know. I've never felt like the movie version, anywhere near the movie version of New Year's Eve nor New Year's Day type of energy. And it's not talking smack on, like, you know, those that I value. It's just it never felt like a magical type of thing, you know? It's weird. So anyway, clarifying. This New Year's was more of like a functional thing, which, like, I'm not mad at. It's okay. Yeah, but I'm okay. All right, 8 of Wands, communication. So moment by moment basis, there's something, news. What kind of news? I'm curious. Page of Wands in reverse. Something's about to start. Something like someone's going up to bat for me that I don't really know. So 8 minus 1 is 7 of Wands. That's supposed to give me leverage. So even if we look round up, it's 9 of Wands, which is somebody showing up for me because they've seen the battle. They've seen the battle behind enemy lines. So that's that. Oh my gosh, yeah, crazy how time flies. I know, that's crazy, sad as well. But, you know, maybe it bettered their lives in a certain aspect. Like, we have to find those blessings. And so, you know, who knows? Yeah. Because after all that I've lost from the dissolution to now, I can say I am definitely better off. Way better off. And I don't mean that like in your face. I mean that like truthfully, if I had to like speak one-on-one to anyone, that and that's the truth that rests within myself. Yeah. I find peace. All right, that's it for now. Thanks very much for all donations provided in and of light and love that reciprocate equally and therefore abundantly. But now that this reading is officially over, I call back all my power and essence, energy. Here we go. I call back all my power, properties, energy, prospects, essence, pursuits, etc. From those that call upon cash, generate, bring, magnify, multiply, or any variation thereof, the aforementioned ill will, intent, thought form, pattern, and or entity, to pass through the white light of the Holy Spirit for cleansings, for blessings, for reformatting, to love and light energy. And then to be refortified in me, only me, hassle-free, no doubt, no attachment, except for all bonus points included. Thanks so much. Yes, peace is a valuable asset, yes. Upon closing the portals in these readings, I send all energies back to their appropriate locations outside of mine with their appropriate karmas due, assisting with a sequence of rollout and light and love. I close the portals in these readings now.